What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best NFL player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 15 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 15 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which should be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $120 just yesterday. Another member who won $20 for the fourth day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, a link will be in the description. So go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group. And I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first we're going to be talking about is Blake Corum, and this one is for rush attempts, and this one is actually for none other than 6, and this one is for less. Now when we look at Blake Corum, as we guys see that there is no availability when it comes to the average over the last 5 games or anything like that, and it is very early on into the season as it is week 1, but when it comes to this game, we do very much like the matchup against Detroit. We definitely see someone like Blake Corum not having the same amount of usage rate that we usually will see from a running back in this team, and because of that, we definitely like the under for this situation here. When we also look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the under as well, which is what works in our favor as well. So that's a big reason why we do like the under here. So because of those reasons, Blake Corum, 6 rush attempts for less, I think is a great pick. So getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about none other than Michael Pittman. So Michael Pittman Jr., great player, and this one is a fantastic one for receptions for 5.5, and this one actually is for more. Now look at Michael Pittman Jr. We've actually seen him go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, but like we mentioned before guys, this was from last season, so it is kind of hard to tell because it is only week 1, but we really do like this pick as we are expecting Michael Pittman to definitely have himself a game, especially against a team like Houston. And when it comes to the matchup against Houston, we definitely see an over for this situation here. Now his average over the last 5 is 6.6, and like I said, that is last season, but we definitely see that Michael Pittman, we should see similar amount of numbers that we did see late last season, coming into this next season as well. He is a great wide receiver. When it comes to Indiana, they definitely are going to look to find him as much as possible. His usage rate, we should see have a bit of an increase coming into this week 1, and that's another big reason why we do like the over for this situation here. So because of those reasons, Michael Pittman, 5.5 receptions for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Aaron Jones. So like I mentioned guys, with all these picks, it is week 1, so it is hard to go off actual history, but Aaron Jones has a great one for actually 13.5 rushing attempts. So 13.5 rushing attempts, and this one actually is for more. Now look at Aaron Jones. We've actually seen him going the over in 5 out of the last 5 games, with all those games being last season, and his average over the last 5 was also 20.4. Now when it comes to Aaron Jones, he has a very high usage rate in this department, and that's a big reason why we do like the over for this situation here, especially for him being a big running back for Minnesota, and they do face off against the New York Giants coming into this matchup. So this one's kind of a no-brainer to us, but when we also look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the over as well, which is what we like to see, and we definitely see that being a big plus, especially when it comes to what Aaron Jones is capable of doing. So because of those reasons, keep an eye out for the over for actually none other than Aaron Jones when it comes to rush attempts. So 13.5 for more, I think, is an absolute steal for Aaron Jones. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first, what we're going to be talking about is none other than Ezekiel Elliott. So like I said guys, it is week 1, so it is really hard to make any sort of averages and put that into situations, but when we see Ezekiel Elliott especially coming back to the Dallas Cowboys facing off against the Cleveland Browns, we think there's going to be a lot of value for him to actually go go over on his rush attempts. Now we are expecting the line to come out around that 8 to 9 range. That's what some bookies have already released or pre-released. With Prizepicks, it isn't out just yet, so I definitely see it going around that level, but we definitely like the over for someone like Ezekiel Elliott due to the fact that he is making his way back. We are expecting a pretty high usage rate, and we should see him being able to go on the over. So keep an eye out for his line. If it is around that range at 8 or 9, I definitely see a lot of value to go on the over there. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Chase Brown. So, Chase Brown, as we all know, Cincinnati Bengals, running back, great player. But on top of that, they do face off against none other than the Patriots coming into this matchup. It is going to be a very, very exciting game, as we all know. And like I mentioned before, guys, the season is just about to start, so not much data to go off there. But when it comes to Chase Brown, we definitely see that when we look at his rush attempts, we think there's going to be a lot of value there to go on the over if it is comes out to the liking that we do like it at when it comes to the line. Now, some early bookies have already released it at 8.5, around 8. If it is around that range, we definitely like the over for this situation here. Like I mentioned before, these are from other bookies, so this isn't from Prizepicks just yet. So you could expect something similar to that, maybe a 9 at most. But I think, even at 9, I definitely see still a lot of value to go on the over for someone like Chase Brown, who we are expecting, especially since he is the running back, to have a lot of usage rate in that rush attempts department. So if it is around that 9 range, I think 9 is probably the max I would definitely go, where there's still a lot of value to actually go on the over. So you definitely want to keep an eye out for that. I definitely see a lot of value there. So Chase Brown, keep an eye out for his line if it is around that 8 to 9 range. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Bryce Young. Okay, Bryce Young from Carolina Panthers, great player. As we all know, very early pick, 2023, first round pick, and also first pick as well. So it is going to be a big game for him at quarterback. Now, when it comes to Bryce Young, we are expecting him to, come out pretty good in this game against the Saints, which I think it is going to be a very fantastic game, first of all. But on top of that, when it comes to Bryce Young, I would definitely look at his rushing yards. I definitely see a lot of value to see him go on the over there. When I looked at the bookies before, or the pre-bookies that Prizepicks hasn't released yet, I definitely saw a lot of value in his rush yards. A lot of the bookies had his rush yards around 11. I think at 11, there's still a lot of value to actually go on the over there. So like I mentioned, it isn't out on Prizepicks yet, but if it does come out around that 11 mark, I definitely see a lot of value to go on the over there. So obviously there isn't too much data to go off, especially since it is week 1. But when it comes to Bryce Young's game and how how we expect Carolina Panthers to actually play him, we should actually see him being able to go on the over in this situation pretty easily, and especially in this first game. So because of that, keep an eye out for Bryce Young. I definitely see a lot of value there, especially to go on the over. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. It should be linked down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord. You can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.